So here we go with video 10, the 10th one in the 15-part series, evidencing the audio communication between the driver and his race engineer in those last 5 laps of Abu Dhabi 2021. So this one is going to be Yuki Tsunoda and the communication he has with his race engineer. Context: Yuki Tsunoda is in the Red Bull B team, the AlphaTauri team. So they are going to be on board with whatever's taking place. They are not going to be calling out what Red Bull are doing because they're all part of the same club. So always bear that in mind. We're going to play you through the audio. Again, context. What does this mean to Tsunoda? Not a lot really in terms of and the AlphaTauri team. The AlphaTauri team would need 29 points more than the Alpine team to overtake them in the Constructors' Championship. That's not going to happen. That would involve them getting at least a second place and a fourth place, and hope that the Alpine didn't score any points. That's not really going to happen. And in terms of Tsunoda's championship, well, he's down in 14th position on 20 points. Lance Stroll is 14 points ahead of him. George Russell is 16 points behind him out of the race. Kimi Raikkonen is 10 points behind him. Sorry, George Russell is 4 points behind him out of the race on 16. Kimi Raikkonen's 10 points behind him out of the race. So for Tsunoda to catch Stroll, he's going to need third place in the race and hope that Stroll doesn't get any points. He actually gets fourth, but it's still not enough to overcome Stroll. So realistically, in terms of how Abu Dhabi impacted Tsunoda's championship, it didn't. He ultimately finished fourth, which was his highest ever finishing position, I believe. So he'd have been pretty chuffed with that. But he shouldn't have done, because it shouldn't have been a racing lap. This is the data view at the timestamp of when I play the tracker view through, which you're going to see to be able to monitor where his car is on track as you hear the audio. Now, at this moment in time, Tsunoda is in 6th position. He is 1 minute and 18 seconds behind Hamilton, the leader. And bearing in mind the lap time is only Hamilton's lapping in 1:26.8. If Tsunoda's 1:18.7, he's 8 seconds away from getting lapped. Right? That's all it is. That's all he is ahead of Hamilton, effectively. Gasly there is only kind of 5 or 6 seconds ahead of Hamilton, going to be lapping him. That's the nature of this. Tsunoda is 8 seconds behind 5th place Bottas. So over the course of that race, Bottas has been 8 seconds quicker than him. You'll see what the tyre difference makes for that one last lap. Gasly was 10 seconds behind Bottas. So again, Gasly overtakes Bottas as well. When we look on here, so Hamilton, the leader, is at almost turn 8. He has lapped Norris, who at this stage is in 8th place. 7th place is Gasly, the grey dot here where I'm trying to wave my cursor. And just ahead of him, approaching turn 9, is Yuki Tsunoda in that 6th place. And that's the guy who we're going to be monitoring his audio now and monitoring him as he goes around the track. So, bearing in mind, Norris in 8th wants to be challenging Gasly in 7th. I didn't mean to press play there, so I'm going to have to just rewind that and then play that forward to cue it up again. Let's just make sure we, because I need to get it to 1:28.20, and then we'll, that's where I need to pause it. Okay, and then I'll get it into better view for everybody. So from this position, you can see at turn 13 a white dot, which is Mick Schumacher. Underneath that white dot is a blue dot of Latifi. Didn't want to do that. And what you're about to see is when they go around turn 14 is the blue dot becomes stationary. That is Latifi crashing. And then you'll hear the commentary of, well, you won't hear the commentary, you'll hear the interaction between the driver and his pit crew. Remember the regulations. When race control, deploy the safety car. racing becomes neutralised. In races where cars are not lapped, so the leader has not made it round and started lapping the slower cars in that race. When that hasn't happened, the safety car collects the leader. All of the competitors on that track bunch behind the leader, and what you end up with is a snake of cars in the correct race order, first, second, third, fourth, all the way down to the last remaining competitor, and all of the previously built up advantages are wiped out. Them gaps, whatever they had been, whatever they'd all grown to become over each competitor, they are wiped out for every competitor. And that safety car is then withdrawn in that condition, whereby they then go racing with essentially a complete reset. Okay, first down to the last remaining competitor, between half a second to a second between each competitor when they take the restart. When cars have been lapped, then you still have to recreate that condition that I've just described. And the way that you do that is you operate Article 48.12. And how it's done is, and in this situation, you've got Norris here in 8th position. The safety car will collect Hamilton. Norris has to stay behind Hamilton. Gasly, who's just ahead of Norris in this race, he'll disappear off around the track and join the end of the safety car snake. Norris is now almost a lap behind Gasly. So you have to release the lapped cars, those that are eligible, those which don't get themselves lapped stupidly by pitting under the safety car and that safety car snake going by them. Okay, so as long as you're eligible to unlap, you must be given the order to unlap, and then the requirement is the safety car will return to the pits at the end of the following lap. And what that does, that gives those release cars at least a further safety car lap with which to try to catch the back of the pack. And in doing so, that creates this restart condition of the competitors being in a line, one behind the other, in the correct race order, and with all of those previously built up advantages wiped out between all competitors. And if these lapped cars are released halfway around a lap, for example, that remainder of half a lap plus the additional safety car lap is usually enough for them to fully catch the back of the pack. And that is a requirement of the regulations. On 4 occasions, Michael Massey has actually kept that safety car on track for a further lap to ensure that those release cars fully caught the back of the pack. That is what Michael Massey knew. I've evidenced that in the videos. It's all for everyone to see. Spain 2019, Brazil 2019, Sakir 2020, and Eiffel 2020. Four races where Massey used his discretion, the 15.3, on the grounds of sporting fairness. It is there to be used on the grounds of safety and sporting fairness. That has to happen before racing can resume. If it can't happen, you can't resume racing. You cannot resume racing with lapped cars in situ. It's a complete lie. You may never have heard this before. You've only heard from Brundle, the so-called expert, that procedure is to make sure you get the lapped cars out of the way of the race between the leaders. That's utter bollocks. That's not what it's for at all. They lie to you. It's a complete lie. Work through the regulations. Martin Brundle will also tell you he doesn't think it's mandatory, but that's normally on a wet day. Utter bollocks. Go and check out the regulations. Go and check out the regulations. Either that or watch the video where I do the Fernando Alonso breakdown, the white thumbnail. This is the black thumbnail version, so I'm not going to actually break down any of this communication. I'm just going to play it for you so you can hear it. I'm then going to produce the next video, which will be the white thumbnail version of this Yuki Tsunoda audio, where I'll break it down and point out where things are being said that are entirely wrong. But you can do this yourself now on this video. Listen to what is communicated between Tsunoda and his race engineer and determine whether or which parts of it are in accordance with the rules and which aren't. So, as always, 1:28:20 is where we queue this up at. This is the view from Tsunoda's car. He's approaching turn 9, which corresponds here with where he is on track. I have to put that out of view so that it doesn't get blocked on copyright. And so I'm going to hit play on both, and here we go.
Braking 7 for stability. Suggestion, engine braking 7. Latifi out, turn 14 is on the outside, stay in the inside. Stay on the inside. Safety car, follow the reference, mode 14, mode 14. Keep temperature on the fronts, Yuki. Big focus on front tire temperature is 6 laps to go.
Brake offset.
Offset 7 is good, offset 7.
And when safety car finish, one offset.
Will be 3 for the restart, so 7 now will be 3 for the restart. Keep following the reference. Stay positive. So Yuki to Gasly is turn 7 apex speed, and turn 9 he was more aggressive on exit, on throttle. Do you need anything from the tools there?
No, the seats are more grip, just that. More grip.
Yeah, just we want to help you. Box, Yuki box. We box for soft. Flat out pit exit and then follow the reference. And now follow the reference. Now follow the reference. Okay, Yuki, you can push on tires to catch the safety car. We can push on tires to catch the safety car now. No more need to follow the reference. The safety car is in turn 2. Engine 7 position 2, engine 7 position 2. 4 laps to go at the moment. Flat out to catch the cars. Just stay on the left at turn 14, stay careful. Stay left turn 14. And now you can catch in the safety car is in turn 6. Okay, Yuki. The car is turning Yuki at the moment. Safety car is in turn 9 at the moment, so we keep catching it. Now we have 3 cars in front. We cannot overtake. Just follow these cars. Follow these cars. Safety car is in last corner. Follow the cars. So safety car is in turn 5 and the car's on turn 2 now, so you're close to catch the pack.
Why the horse is more me? So the guy
he's lapped, so he's going to unlap himself. Now he's going away, he's going to unlap himself. So and put temperature on the front, put temperature on the front. So Yuki, these cars will not going to be on lap, so Schumacher is a blue flag at the restart. He need to let you by, and we are racing Bottas in front of you. Bottas is on very old hard. Sainz in front of him is on old hard as well.
What others?
Then there is Stroll in front, is lapped in front of Sainz. Behind you Gasly pitted for soft as well, and there is nobody behind Gasly. Safety car is staying out. Safety car is staying out. Work on brakes and on front tires. Work on brakes, straight line and on front tires. Is 2 laps remaining now. 2 laps remaining. Temperature on tires and brakes when you can. Tires and brakes when you can. Engine 10 position 2, engine 10 position 2. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. engine 13 position 10, engine 13 position 10. Mode 1, mode 1. Charge on will be engine 11 position 3, engine 11 position 3. Will be charge off before restarting. We are racing from control line and will be 1 lap to go. Only 1 lap. Offset 3. Press and overtake. Check reflect, Yuki.
Woo! Nice!
That was before. Mega race.
Man, nice one! Nice one! Oh, good way to finish the race, man.
It's the best way to finish the year, Yuki. Fantastic.
Obviously, thanks for Honda that whole year. It's so pleasure to work with you guys. I'm so sad that you guys leaving. Nice work, and also obviously TAURI. Oh, that was an amazing job whole year. Sorry for the late. Yeah, that was tough year, but thank you, Graham. We're gonna miss you, but all of you guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, Yuki. Fail 84 fail, fail 84 fail. So Yuki, Max won the race, and then Hamilton, Sainz, yourself, Gasly, Bottas, Norris, Alonso, Ocon, Leclerc.
Okay.
Stop at the bridge, stop at the bridge. P1 and then P0.
So that's about it. You can see he's pulled up there. and parked up ready for FIA inspections. So that was it. That was the Tsunoda and his race engineer audio. The next video is going to be the analysis of that and breaking down where they're complicit with the rules of the sport being broken without calling it out, as every single team was in this fix. The entire show is fraudulent. They all contrived that ending. They all went along with the rules of the sport being broken to contrive that last lap shootout, which they knew that Max Verstappen was odds on to win. That's sport fixing. That's selling a show to a global audience and not calling out that it was wrong. And that's fraud. And they'll be taken down for it. So anyway, that'll do on this video. If you've not already watched the others, please do so. The Alonso video is extremely long, but it goes over quite a number of things from the rules perspective. The Leclerc video is quite important, as is the Norris one as well. But you'll see in all of them that these teams are not communicating with their drivers in accordance with the rules and regulations of this sport. And that demonstrates that they are all complicit with the breaking of the rules of this sport. Please keep liking and subscribing. I appreciate the support from all you decent people out there. Thank you very much for your time.